In your experience, somebody that has accumulated large amounts of wealth, we'll call it over $50 million.
Sure.
Is there a normal amount of trust that they have in place? Because most people think, okay, well, I have like a living trust, and that's just what they've been exposed to, and it's revocable, irrevocable in their state. But there are a lot of different types of trusts out there, and in my experience, we're working with family offices and other wealthy individuals. They have numerous trusts that they've established to be able to compartmentalize their wealth. And, they normally have a thesis for the family and a mission statement, core values and principles, and they want longevity, like we talked about with the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts, to do it the right way. And so they've been able to keep their wealth and continue to do good with it over time. You may have certain thoughts about Rockefellers or whoever else, but when it comes down to it, they've done a really good job of perpetuating that through multiple generations.
Absolutely.
When you're looking at that, there's probably no right answer for this on how many trusts they should have, but, is it 2? Is it 5? Is it 10? Is it dependent?
So it is dependent. And that's why I'd say, while there's not a right answer for how many trusts you should have, I do believe that there's a right answer for the approach. Okay. So the first right answer for that approach is you want to be working with a trust and estates attorney that has experience in your state, because they're going to understand the nuances of what's going on there. And maybe you plan to relocate states or whatever the case may, or you're looking for trust benefits in a certain state, which we'll also talk about. But you want somebody with that local expertise. And the way that I see many people approach it is there's no specific number of trusts. What you end up with is a specific list of goals and purposes. And however many trusts it takes to accomplish those goals and purposes is what you'll need. And here's an example that's just a made up example. In many cases, people will set up a trust for each of their beneficiaries. If I have 3 children, I'm going to set up a trust for each of my children. That's very logical, right? And maybe they'll be different. Maybe they'll be very similar. Even when it is time to plan, this is not like going in and upgrading your cell phone. You're not walking in there one day and then walking out with a new one. This is a measure twice, cut once type of process, because when done properly, it's going to set you up for so much success. But you need to be prepared to put in that thought, and even as much thought as you can put in beforehand. So I mentioned, different goals and purposes.